replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
All day, just like that.
You draw Corker. Screen.
Wide, get wide. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey, Sam off.
Six guys. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
We got double up, double up. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, lock it.
Kill. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Rock it. Lead grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
General West.
Second down 6 at the 27-yard line.
Shit. Watch there.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Alert flare.
Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Set up. 30 base.
58, come on.
Look at me. Go.
25, check 25. Safe.
You're out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Look at Trinity.
Good track. Watch the safety creep.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a carry for Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready? Step ready?
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Protein spill.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now it's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 39. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And it's a fumble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot. Hey, check 20. Go. Check 20.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, lock it. Bang, 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 bang.
Check 24, check 24. Watch twist.
Now.
Geis with the carry on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Rock it. Bam.
Check four. Show it.
Big grip.
Third down, here's Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, an even 90 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey. You got 3. Three down. Slam. Undercrush. Leo. No. Off. Check your hot read. Check. Jim. Check three. Shift. He's checking. Gone. Get it.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. We're 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
They'll drop to throw. And this one completes a read. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
90 Wolf. Two times. Hey, seam 6. Check. Watch two. Check. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This will be taken short. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down. Another run by Lindsey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Newton now to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They're going with Lindsey. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On 1st down, it's Cohen, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's pilot, 64, weak.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, check. Lucky. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, lock it.
Fresno.
Rock it.
Check 42.
Cut. Be dribble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
6 yards. It's fourth down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
58's the money.
They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The backup Murray, his first throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Exit. 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on, let's go.
2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a bit closer. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Watch the slant.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A give, running right, Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A very solid gain of 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Murray now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2